Air 2 is EarFun's latest pair of true wireless earbuds, and it's the first time that we have seen LDAC high-res audio on board on a pair of EarFun earbuds, so I'm very excited to share my review of these today. As always, please do hit the like button if you enjoy the video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So without any further ado, let's get into it. And as you can see here, we have got the usual packaging from EarFun. We've got the specifications on the back, and as we have seen in all of the recent releases, we are packing a very impressive feature set here. So we have got LDAC on board, high-res audio coming to an EarFun product. Really, really good to see. We have got Bluetooth 5.3, which is giving you that low power consumption. We've got a 10mm dynamic drivers. Now we've got the wool composite drivers again on board here, and we'll talk about the sound quality in just a little while. We've got 4 microphones for clear calls, 40-hour playtime on the battery life, so that's 9 hours on the buds and 31 additional hours with the charging case. We have got game mode for low latency and multi-point as well on board, IPX7 and wireless charging. So we have got a really, really impressive feature set for the price. So these guys are coming in, RRP is $49.99, but we have got a special launch offer bringing them right down to $37.49 and $38. Check the links in the descriptions for all your information on that one. Now let's get inside the box and see what we've got. So we do have your usual paperwork, etc. As always, EarFun are including the cleaning stick, which I really like. We have got on top of that some interchangeable ear tips. We've got 4 sets in total, and of course your USB-C charging cable. However, you do not need to use it if you do not wish, because these guys have got wireless charging, like I said. So really good to see on a budget range product. The design itself is pretty standard, so there isn't anything overly impressive or different about the design itself. These are a pair of stem style earbuds. You know, the design is absolutely fine. We've got a bit of a kind of grey accent, and then you can see there you have got the EarFun logo. We have got touch controls on board. Nothing to write home about, but do you know what? It works. It's a nice, comfortable fit. I have got, you can see there, the SpinFit tips installed, so that's your CP360 on those, and the fit is really comfortable. No problems at all for extended use. The touch controls are working well. You know, the charging case actually is quite nice and compact overall, and it's great, like I said, that you've got that wireless charging enabled. So getting into some of the specifications, we did talk about the dynamic drivers on board. We have, of course, got the EarFun app, which has really been one of the biggest improvements in the EarFun lineup. We have got now what I would consider to be a really quite impressive app, considering this is a budget brand. We are now at the level, in my opinion, of things like the Soundcore apps. You know, the sort of level and functionality here that we're getting, I think, is definitely getting up to that standard, which I'm really pleased to say. So like I said, you've got the familiar look here. You've got battery life for both the earbuds and the charging case, which I like to see. We've got the game mode toggle there for your low latency. We have got additionally the EarFun equalizers. So the equalizers are kind of as you'd expect. So you've got your rock, pop, country, R&B, classical. So you've got a bit of a range there, and you can customize any of those if you wish. You can also go in and create your own custom EQ. You can see there that I've got a couple set up, and we'll talk about the sound quality in a minute, but you can see there that I have increased the treble and the mids and a little bit on the bass as well. Coming back out of there, you've got customization on your controls. Because these guys don't have ANC or transparency modes, you can get everything loaded onto your controls. So I've got volume, I've got track forward and back, I've got voice assistant, and I've got pause and play, so everything there is loaded on. Going into that menu there, you've got firmware updates, you've also got product tutorials, FAQs. We have got your LDAC toggle, so you can choose to have LDAC, you know, basically over a more stable connection. I'd definitely recommend using LDAC if you can, if you've got an Android device. Additionally, we've got obviously dual device connection. So again, you can have two devices connected. It does advise you to avoid using dual device in LDAC mode because it could lead to instability. However, you can use LDAC and dual device at the same time, so that's good. And then obviously we've got things like find your headphones, factory reset, etc. So really quite comprehensive now, the app. And it's one of the big improvements, like I said. It's one of the things that makes these products even better value than they already are. And that's, you know, that's something that I don't say lightly, because the competition, as we know, in the market continues to be fierce. But all in all, this is one of EarFun's most interesting releases. So the sound quality, so you know, obviously we've got a nice feature set. We haven't got any ANC or transparency. So talking about the sound quality, out of the box, these are really hitting it hard when it comes to the sub bass, but it was just lacking a little bit in terms of the treble and the mids. So like you can see in the app, I have gone in and updated the EQ to give me a much more balanced sound, but the sub bass is still hitting. These guys are still giving you that sub bass rumble, and it's a really rich and dynamic sound whilst maintaining some nice balance in the sound signature. These wool composite dynamic drivers, again, as we've seen in previous products, they're just giving us a really rich and dynamic sound, but the level of detail, balance and clarity in the sound signature, once you've gone in and tweaked with that standard EQ, the level of sound quality is getting highly impressive. So we are looking at some of the best sounding earbuds under $100 here, without doubt. There is an almost like an organic feel to the sound signature, and I think that's owing to the wool composite drivers. The level of detail that I've got now with the increase in the treble, it's really opened up the soundstage, and I'm highly impressed with these. You know, the like I say, the kind of the sound imaging and the clarity that I'm getting now is highly impressive for a pair that are coming in under $50. I appreciate there isn't any, you know, any active noise cancellation, and I'd love to see even like a transparency mode being updated onto these, because I think that would really bring them even further up the ranks in terms of the options that are out there. You know, these are focusing on sound quality, and they're doing that fantastically well. I think these sound better than the Air 3 Pro. I think, like I said, you know, they've been able to focus purely down on the sound quality with a good feature set around it, and I think that's paid dividends with this product. I would recommend trying out SpinFit ear tips, because they've certainly improved the sound quality, the seal and the comfort. But everything on this product is implemented really well. So, you know, the core quality as well is really impressive. The app performance is great. I love listening to these. I just wish they perhaps had maybe a transparency mode. There are some options at this price point on the market that, you know, you can get that feature on board. But all in all, guys, this is a no-brainer. It's a very easy recommendation, again, from EarFun. Highly recommend these. You know, again, EarFun pushing the boundaries as to what is possible to do and possible to deliver in that budget under 50 price bracket. That's it, guys, for my review. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. This is a core quality test with the EarFun Air 2 in a quiet environment. And this is a core quality test with the EarFun Air 2 in a noisy environment.